I think that when the Bitcoin is held by a bunch of crypto anarchists who aren't regulated entities, who don't acknowledge government or don't acknowledge taxes or don't acknowledge reporting requirements, that increases the risk of seizure. You have an OG crypto community that's very hardcore about it, but if you look at where all the money is, 99.9% of the money is actually in the traditional economy.
If you consider the Great Depression, I mean, people thought that their gold was safe in banks until the Executive Order of 1933. So we're not entirely safe. I mean, I know that's kind of a wild thing to suggest may happen again, but history does repeat itself. So
Yeah.
people's Bitcoin wouldn't be entirely safe. It's
People
not full
say that, but
disclosure.
mostly it's paranoid crypto anarchists that say that. Okay? Because it's a myth and a trope that goes on over and over again. But first of all, he didn't really seize the gold. People voluntarily turned in the gold. They didn't go and kick in everybody's door, arrest them, shoot them, and take their gold. That never happened.
So firstly, he says, the OG crypto community, which he's trying to marginalize as a small segment of what it is. And it's true, as Bitcoin gets more mainstream, that people who are the most hardcore does minimize, but he's essentially highlighting how far the BTC community has fallen from its original mission and so forth, preserved in BCH, right? But he says, it's paranoid crypto anarchists. He says, it's all just these myths and tropes about the seizing of the gold. It's not really a myth and a trope. There was seizures of the gold. And when he says they didn't go around and kick in everyone's door, the point was they didn't have to, because a lot of people had already put their gold into the institutions and got back the paper claims. The government just went to the institutions and said, give us the gold, and they got it. They didn't need to go around and kick in everyone's individual doors. And the people who individually did hold the gold, either one, were able to disobey and just keep hold of their gold, good for them. That's self-custody, right? That's the whole point. Or they voluntarily gave it over, like you said, in which case they were probably morons.